All right, welcome back. We're having some issues here. Let me get my notes kind of organized here. Um, it's been a day, it's been weeks, it's been a month. Can you believe it's been a month? It's actually been over a month. It's hard to believe. The last time I went live was actually November 27th. I had to go back and look at it. It's been a while. And then I ended up doing two last minute trips out of the country for work, my first 2 weeks in December. And then the 2 weeks after that, we're taking my kids skiing and family reunion and all kinds of things in the mountains the last couple of weeks of December. And then we came back, let's see, last week for first week of January. My kids still didn't have to go back to school until tomorrow. Two of my boys are actually there today taking some finals because they missed them for the family reunion we had. But welcome back, everybody. I'm back. I do sound a little congested. Sorry. My husband shared his cold with me at the end of the week last week. So I had the entire weekend to enjoy this cold myself. It's still lingering on. But welcome back to Monday Kicking the Pants. Here we are a minute in. And it's been a month. Can you believe it's been a month? I can't believe it. But you know, we come here every Monday bringing you a gentle push to of course I didn't put my phone on mute. Let's see. Bringing you a gentle push to help you level up in your life and fill you with a dose of Monday motivation and provide you tips to accelerate your success in life and in your career. And of course, we have another person coming to the front of my office. Oh man, we just had someone else drop off something and now I've got FedEx here. I swear, I've been trying to do this live for 15 minutes now. This is not my first issue with technical challenges too. I was trying to do some lives with you all in late December and it just was not working out. And I've had to like restart some software and all kinds of things, but we're here. We're finally here. What is today? Today's the 8th, isn't it? January 8th, and we're back. We're back for Monday Kicking the Pants. But this is just a reminder, y'all. I have a couple announcements for you all. And then after all of the things I just went through with you, 2 weeks, I was in England for a week and then in the Middle East for a week. And it was some fast and furious trips, pretty exhausting, but absolutely worth it. The ones that we did were fantastic. And then, like I said, turned around and did lots of family time, which is good and stressful all at the same time. It's a lot to be with anywhere from 11 to 30 people at any given time over about a 2-week period. But it's also good to see family and my kids get to hang out with their cousins and all of the things. Sorry, we're still adjusting here. Squirrel, right? But it's good to be with y'all. And it's a good reminder to take the time you need. This weekend, I didn't make it to church in person. I had to watch it on TV, and I just had to take the time I needed to recover from this silly cold or whatever it is. And just, do what you need to do for you, do what you need to do. So I don't have anything, earth shattering for you all this week, but I was out of principle going to have this session and make sure that you all know that, when you have something like what I've had the last, that's been 5 weeks now, all of December and then the first week of January, it's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay. I've been taking time for myself. In fact, last night I kicked everybody out of my office too. They kept coming into my office and I'm like, I've got a lot to do. I've got some stuff to clean up on. I've got some stuff to take care of before another week of work shows up. And you don't need to come in unless it's an emergency. You can make your own decisions on what's for dinner and things like that. It's okay to say no for a little bit. And that, honestly, that leads into one of my first announcements. So my first announcement is that I am reopening a few slots for my one-on-one coaching. You'll know that I don't do very many of these because I still work a full-time job and I still have 3 children at home. 3 children that are 2 teenagers and a tween. Can y'all believe it? My youngest just turned 11 in December and my middle one will be 15 in 2 weeks. And then I have a 16-year-old as well. They're only 16 months apart. I think that's called Irish twins. No offense to any other fellow Irishmen or Irish women. My family is also has some Irish in it on my mom's side. But so I reopened up a few slots, and just so you don't, if you don't know what kind of coaching I do personal coaching, and right now the only thing I'm taking is one-on-one coaching clients. Um, and I tend to work mostly with, I would call, professional matriarchs. And if that doesn't make sense to you, what a professional matriarch is, working females, I used to say working moms, but it's not just working moms. In fact, about half of my clientele has been, I would say, dog moms, or someone who is a female leader in their family or a female leader at work. For instance, one of my friends, she is a very hands-on aunt. She doesn't have children of her own, but she really helps out with her siblings' kids a lot. She also lives close to her parents. And so she, not only does she take care of other children in her family that are not specifically her own, she treats them like her own. She takes care of them. Like I said, a very hands-on aunt. In addition to, she's a leader in her position at work. And she manages those relationships too, and very much cares for her team at work. Another, and she and I worked together in the past, and we still keep in touch. Another one of my clients is also not a mom with her own children. She is definitely a dog mom. She takes in dogs all the times. She had strays for a little while, and then she's also got, I think, doodles now too, 2 doodles. But she also is a matriarch. She has been in the dental hygienist profession for a really long time. And not only has she done, cutting edge training for herself, she's also gone back and taught her entire organization, her office, and she mentors many other people in her same profession. And again, that's just another example of a professional matriarch. And then my last example for you is an empty nester, a good friend of mine who works in the oil and gas industry. And she has 2 kids, but they're grown kids and out of the house. In fact, her daughter just got married not that long ago. And she is a matriarch at work, where she's not a leader in her team, where like she manages a team, but same kind of thing as the second person I told you about. This one, she again has trained herself how to do her job in multiple roles, and then she turns around and teaches everyone else that comes into the same organization on how to do the things that she's learned how to do. And she just feels that she fills that female leadership role, even though she's not technically a leader in her organization. So those are the kinds of people that I tend to work with and do one-on-one coaching with. I do teach I coach a framework on how to make tough decisions, basically. And especially whenever we're feeling stuck. And then I also help help them decide what not to do in order to really lead our lives the way that we want to lead them, and make them our own. So I hope that makes sense. We do lots of things within that framework, but that's really the gist of it. How do you make decisions that are tough throughout your day, throughout your week, but throughout your month? And then a lot of that is not only what you're going to do, but what you're not going to do. And I say that because people ask me all the time, Angela, how do you do everything that you do? How you're a leader at your company and raise kids? And, I was a military spouse up until about 5 years ago when my husband finally retired after 21 years in the Air Force. And how do you do all those things and then start businesses on the side and sell them and all of the things, and then also maintain things like this, like coaching. I coach because I love to coach, and I add things into my life that matter to me. I still work in the defense industry because I love supporting the warfighter. I spend intentional time with my kids and make sure that we go on 3 to 4 vacations a year, because that's the time I get to spend very directly with them and with others, but directly with them, because even with the day-to-day grind, it's hard to get time with them, even for 5 minutes at dinner. So I fill my day with the things that matter to me, and I teach people how to do the same things for them. And a lot of it has to do with things that you're not going to do anymore. Like, you may not make brownies for your kids' homework homeroom class. You may buy them, or shoot, you may even deliver them, get them delivered from your Walmart service to your front doorstep, so your kid can take them in a backpack. So those are the kinds of things that I really coach on. I've really helped a lot of people transform their life from feeling overwhelmed to being honestly complete badass. And then people ask them the same thing. How do you do all the things you do? And they say the same thing. I do all the things that I want to do, and I say no to everything else. So those are the kinds of things that I really help people do. And if that sounds interesting to you, whatever platform you're on right now, actually on YouTube, I probably don't have it there. I can add it to the notes after this. But if you're in LinkedIn or Facebook, just go to my profile and you'll see in LinkedIn and Instagram, it's you can go to the milkshake and you'll find it there to apply for one-on-one coaching. It is an application process because, like I said, I only have handful of spots left, just because I don't do very many. And then if you're on LinkedIn, same thing. It's in my bio. You see the link at the very top, how to apply for one-on-one coaching. And then we just have a conversation, see if it's a fit for both of us. So that's the first thing I have, is that I have a handful of spots. I think I have 3 left right now. I think I only have 3. I can go double check that. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you all is if you're not a part of our group in Facebook called Clarity Mastermind probably should sound very similar to you now, or make more sense now that I explained how I coach people and how they make decisions, because you get extreme clarity whenever you get clear on what you want in life. Your clarity helps you build the life you want. That's why it's called Clarity Mastermind. And Clarity Mastermind, which is a Facebook group I have on Facebook, obviously, but I also spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. With those 2 platforms, over the next 100 days, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do 100 days of live. And I'm going to go over a lot of the things that people keep asking me questions on. I've got this long backlog of things I need to talk about because I just keep getting questions, and I can answer some of them on Instagram in stories, and sometimes the stories show up on Facebook as well. But I have a long list of things that people keep asking me questions about, so I'm just going to start addressing them in those 2 places. So follow me either on LinkedIn or in my Clarity Mastermind group, and hear all about the things that we're gonna talk about, whether it's, clarity of your priorities. Hey girl, good to see you, Amy. Whether it's, priorities for you, or you guys know I love to share tips on travel. I am taking my kids on a European trip this summer. It's probably one of the last ones we're going to have with our oldest, who will be a junior next year. And he works every summer, and so will my middle son this summer. So I feel like the days and summers are, counting down. So I'm trying to make everything worth it. And we're going to take a 2-week vacation through Europe this summer. And I'm really excited about it. I think they are too. So some of those tips will be in there as well. But like I said, I'm going to go live for 100 days in Clarity Mastermind, my Facebook group. If you want in it, just drop us a question below and we'll get you in there, or just search for it, Clarity Mastermind, in Facebook, or follow me on LinkedIn. I'm going to go live at both of those places for the next 100 days and share all the things that I am behind on. So I hope that's of interest to you all. Clean out my backlog. I'm sure it's of value to somebody. I hope it's of value to many of you. But I just wanted to pop in here and share those 2 announcements with you all, and just say that I am back. Sorry about all the technical difficulties and then being out of pocket for so long for the many reasons that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I hope you guys are having a great Monday, and I hope you have a great week. And just don't forget that, if you're feeling overwhelmed or, like you're behind, just remember that you're really in the right place and it's the right time. So I hope you guys have a great week and an amazing Monday, even though it's raining here in Texas. Hope you guys have a great day.